Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader, Exotic Gardening, and Richcherson.com. Please subscribe, hit that join button, join our membership. Well, not feeling too good. This has been developing over the past week. My sinuses have been on overdrive. In part, I think because of the poison ivy that I have, the histamine reaction in my body has triggered my sinuses. I've been trying to battle a little bit with some Benadryl, but I've been having, to be careful with the dosage of the Benadryl because of work. So I've been going a little light on the Benadryl, and like normal, I get these sinus infections every so often, and they progress. Starts off with, a little bit of a runny nose, drains down my throat, caused a sore throat for a little while, a little bit of headache and sinus pressure type of thing. And it eventually progresses into a cough and a little bit of lung congestion, because, well, with my asthma, I have weakened lungs, so most everything, eventually affects my lungs. And that's where we're heading right now, is starting to develop a little bit of the cough and lung congestion. So, and this is in addition to the poison ivy that is still, it's better, but it's still active on my arms. I've been fighting it with calamine lotion and, the Benadryl, trying to help it to go away. But we were outside earlier today, working in the front yard, pulling some weeds, potentially getting back into the poison ivy. So I kind of figured, though, I've already got the poison ivy, it's not going to do too much more to me, as long as I can keep it just to the arms and not get it anywhere else. But I think that's also what's contributing to my sinuses, was being out there in the weeds and the pollen and dust and everything out there. But it needs to be done. We have to work on the yard and get some of these weeds out of here. We were also planting some new plants, or
native plants.
some natives. Coneflowers? Or, no, milkweed. Milkweed. Planted a couple milkweeds, which are a native and great for pollinators, especially butterflies. But we also took a couple of the cannas that she has, that we had moved from the greenhouse outside, and we decided to go ahead and take them out of their pots and put them in the ground, and hope that they will start spreading through the yard and hopefully possibly choke out some of the weeds, and not get choked out themselves by the weeds, which is a possibility. Some of these weeds are just so nasty. They seem to, want to choke everything out. But we're hoping the cannas can, battle back against them. But we, dug a couple holes, put some cannas out there. We're hoping they'll spread. We also have some friends that we want to, if these cannas spread, we'll be able to dig and separate and share with a couple of friends that have, lost their cannas that they had. So we, we're trying to help. We also decided to go down to Gas City Park today, spend a little bit of time down there. It's, 4th of July weekend, so the park is having, stuff going on. There was a little bit of a concert going on. I'm not sure who exactly it was. Didn't really pay much attention. The music wasn't too bad, what I heard of it. But we hit some of the food vendors a little bit. We don't do it very often. We really don't, go to very many of these things at the moment. So we don't really, do a lot of the food vendor, a lot of fried food stuff. But, when we do, we generally, get the same things. Giant tenderloin, which we got one and split it between the two of us, which was plenty for both of us. She had some fried green tomatoes, which she loves and doesn't get a lot of. Although occasionally when we can get the tomatoes, I fry them up for her. I don't care for fried green tomatoes, but I can make them. And I think I do a pretty good job of them. She's nodding her head and making yummy sounds. So, but I also had, I indulged one of the vendors. It was maple bacon cheesecake on a stick. This was a big piece of cheesecake,
On a stick.
on a popsicle stick, and then covered in chocolate with bacon pieces and a maple topping. And it was so good.
And so bad
So
for you.
good. Yeah, it's very bad for me. It's horrible for my cholesterol, but it was so good. It was an indulgence, and that's that's all I can say about it. But I love cheesecake. I love chocolate cheesecake, chocolate covered cheesecake especially, and I love bacon. So it was just a natural progression of deliciousness. So and of course, lots of people out there firing off fireworks. We did manage to get some rain yesterday, and so hopefully, it was enough rain to, moisten stuff up enough that it's not going to be as big of a fire hazard as they were originally warning about. Because there for quite a while we had a burn ban. So I don't know whether the burn ban has actually been lifted or whether people are just... I didn't think it had, but...
You forgot to talk about my $2.50 watermelon.
Oh, yeah.
That's as big as a baby.
Yeah, when we pulled into the Gas City Park, she immediately spots this pickup truck with a sign that says watermelons, $2.50. And she's like, watermelon, I gotta have a watermelon. Pull it in here and get me a watermelon. So, we had just gotten there. So I pull over, go over and pick out a watermelon. Now, this thing was, it's huge. I mean, it was just, it's a big watermelon. And $2.50. Now, it's a seeded watermelon. It has seeds. It's not a seedless, but huge. I think she cut it up and put 2 or 3 pieces in gallon Ziploc baggies. And I think we've got 6 bags in the refrigerator. So, I mean, a lot of watermelon there for $2.50. It was a great deal. So she's got watermelon to snack on for days now. So, but yeah,
And it was good too.
yeah, she just finished off a great big piece of it. So, but we got so much fireworks going on around us, and when we went to Speedway and got some drinks, and the one house they were firing off, big, mortar shots, and they had to have spent at least $500 on fireworks based on what they were firing off and how much of it they were firing. And then as we're leaving, we realize they've set all this stuff out in the street that they're firing off, in front of their house in the street, but it's blocking half the street. Cars have to pull into the wrong lane to go around the debris that's in the street from them firing off all these fireworks. So, I mean, I get some of it, but I don't get some of it. Okay. So, but anyways, I think that's going to do it for tonight. So, once again, please subscribe. Give us thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.